Hey folks, Italian Woodward, Fish Hounds Guide Service. It's a couple days after Thanksgiving, 2020, late November. As you can kind of tell in behind me here, it's cold and rainy, nasty. So can't hardly do any fishing today. So kind of trying to get some of my jig heads and jigs and tackle kind of in order, and wishing I could go fishing. But anyway, I'm working on a couple more videos from early this year, back in, I believe this particular one is sometime early June, end of May, early June. I've actually got old school outdoor guy, Hal Martin, is with us. Also some friends of his, the Hoyts, from his good friends from Lafayette, Louisiana. They're three brothers, I believe. And anyway, Hal is one of the stars on Old School Outdoors. Used to be on the Outdoor Channel. I think now it's, I think they've moved to the Pursuit Channel. But do a lot of all the hunting stuff, and pretty cool show. All these boys are from up around Shreveport area, up in that part of the country. And so Hal came down with the Hoyt brothers, and they did 2 days with me. This first video, we're going to do both of the days. We're going to do videos of both. This first video is of the first day. Started out extremely slow, and I mean bad slow. We started working the bridge. There was a ton of fish on some of the bridge pilings, so I started us there. We were seeing a lot of fish. I mean, maybe one or two here and there was about all we could pick off. They just would not bite. I had one fella using jigs, other couple were using shiners, and anyway, they just wouldn't cooperate at all. And so we bumped around, finally left the bridge, picked up a few there, bumped around and hit some brush piles. Same thing there. We were seeing lots of fish, but they just would not cooperate. Finally, sometime at midday, around noon or so, we just kept moving, and we just fish here, fish there kind of thing. And about noon, they turned on, and we got on a couple of brush piles that was holding 150, 200 fish, all small, medium fish mostly, a few big fish mixed in, but just a huge schools of small, medium fish, which is real par for that time of year. Late May, you get a lot of your smaller fish will just wad up on these in large schools on these brush piles. And so anyway, we ended up hammering them out. I mean, they just one right after the other, as quick as they wanted to catch them, for about a couple of hours there. And I think we probably caught around 100 fish, and then ended up keeping about 80 something. So anyway, it turned out to be a great day. Like I say, usually mostly shiners, vertical jigging over the brush piles. And I had one guy caught quite a number on a jig. But anyway, I just want to talk to you about the booking a fishing trip with us, or any guide. There's a lot of guides that do half-day trips, and that's great. I do them occasionally. I'm not fond of them, and the reason why is it's just like this video here. The bite started out in the morning, and I don't care how good of a fisherman you are. If the fish aren't biting, they just aren't biting. And so anyway, we started out, if these boys would have booked a half-a-day trip this day, and the trip a morning half day, we would have ended up finishing 11, 12 o'clock, and maybe would have ended up with around 20 fish. And just that last few hours of the afternoon of their trip, we ended up with over around 100 fish, keeping 80 something. So that's really the thing. It doesn't cost a whole lot more money to go ahead and book a full trip. Like our trips are 7.5 hours more or less on the water. By the time we get out there, fish, and then get back into the boathouse and everything, around 7.5 hours, and then we still have to get your fish filleted. So it's not a lot more money for that, and it kind of offsets that bite. Sometimes they're biting good in the mornings, slow later in the day, or midday in the evenings, and then vice versa. So a full day trip is in my opinion the best way to go to just have a higher possibility of getting in on a good bite during your trip. So but anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. We had a great time. I'm going to be doing the second one of these guys here soon. Day 2, I think we was hitting almost 60 that day. So 2 great days. Appreciate Hal Martin from Old School Outdoors and all them Hoyt brothers coming, and we had a good time. Appreciate your business. Appreciate my audience. Thank you for subscribing and following my channel. If you haven't already, I ask that you do that. And we're going to be trying to bring a lot more. Fixing to do a video of how to do hand-tied jigs. These are all, this whole box is full of jigs my wife has made. We used to have a tackle shop, and she would make and sell thousands of jigs out of her shop, so she's real good at it, and I'm pretty blessed to have her as a wife to keep my jig box stocked up. So, but we're finna do a video of that, of her how-to video of how to make hand-tied jigs for those of you that might want to try to learn that. So anyway, I appreciate your time. As always, keep God in your daily thoughts. Talk to God daily. Give Him all the glory for all that's good and all that He's done for you. And I can promise your life will be better because of it. So I appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.
sister-in-law and 2 families, 2 of her kids and their grandchildren all going down Sunday. Going to be there all next week. So yeah, so we're booked up, and then I've got Mike and Monique, Diane's younger sister, Misha, but they have a place down there as well, and they've been down there for 65 years.
And then he can respond to it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. I must have the 6-pound test or something.
Yeah, because it looks like you got a monster every time.
Double.
You're doubling up.
Double.
Get up there, man. Get off that phone.
Straight off front.
Up, triple. No, that's a hang up. That's a little better. Come on, Jim.
Yep.
Well, oh, there's a few days in here.
Pete, that put you in a good spot.
Yeah, man. As soon as I put it in, pull one out. Good enough.
Yep. a split shot. One of them biggest ones. If there's not enough left, open one of them bags in there. Don't hurry.
No respect for this group.
Done? Hoyt your man.
Oh, Freddie. Starting to catch a couple with the little jickaroo, bud. You.
Good one, ain't it?
Well, again, that's fine. That's your standard internet.
Decent, better one, yeah.
Yes, it's fun.
Sure. Go back. That man right there don't show nothing.
I'll scale those things quick. Gracias.
I can see the damn fish looking at that.
Good one? Hoyt your man.
Looking at the. Yeah, he kept staring at it and he wouldn't take it. Till he took it, I think.
I'll tell you, that can't be beat to these small, medium-sized fish.
Heck of a bar. Go, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Good one?
No, I got it.
All right.
Well, give me this. We only lost one. And he knocked one off.
Get you right. Damn, Hal catches some slabs, son. He'll sit there real quiet for a while, let y'all go in 4 or 5 little dinks, and he'll come in with a slab every time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does.
Nice fish.
It is nice.
Fabulous.
There goes a pretty good
He got a
fish.
funky on
Good
the
one?
side.
Yeah, that's a little better fish. Here you go.
Yeah, all right.
One of them.
Pliers.
Shiner, shiner.
Hurry up.
They have a,
All them, huh?
sure.
All right.
They have a, 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 they have a,
I usually do, but
What you looking at that thing for? Fixing to pull on like that. Speaker plane.
I didn't click today because it started out so slow. I started clicking and I don't know how many we got going. Y'all keep catching them. I may have to drop them out and count them. But we can catch 125. We're not going to reach out. So I think we're safe, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Where's half?
That helped. That little vibration in the line.
Each cell, each
No,
cell.
I'm on those.
Dead shiners in the
Hold
water.
it tight. I'm going to pull this up. Hold it tight. Go back to the shiner.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all boys call this, but I call it pretty much fun.
Absolutely.
What do you need, shiner?
Yeah.
Now that jig out there, Hal, for a minute.
Where is it?
There's two over here. Y'all got it? Let me tie this. Better. That's up to him. He's the one that
Max,
don't
keep
know.
Here's the
So
small
what
one.
is?
Keep it if we keep 121 there.
I want to keep this anyway.
That's some shiny.
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's good. Off. Now we move some. Let me look at Really need to bump us up that volume. Sure, you look a little nice. He's a little better, yeah. I tell you, there's a couple there.
Bigger than those other ones.
Watch that cord now. We loaded the box with kind of small, medium fish here. We hit a couple of good little honey hoes that they turned on real good for us, so did pretty good. Got some South Louisiana boys. Where y'all, Lafayette? Huh? Lafayette? Yeah. Yeah, what- There you go. Having a good time. Old Hal here. Anyway, we had a good time.
Yeah, just finishing up a great
We
day.
have,
right,
we have
yeah.
had a terrific
Wonderful.
time.
Good deal.
You know, we a lot of times we do outdoor shows for Old School Outdoors. We're real pleased that Mr. Tallion's been able to put us on the fish today. We had a slow bite early, but boy, we finished extremely strong. It's been an awesome day. The man knows what he's doing. He's got the electronics. He's got a great boat, and he's a classy guy. So
I appreciate that.
yes, sir. We've had
Yeah,
a
I
good
forgot
day.
to mention he with Old School Outdoors. Everybody's watched that show before, and that's one of my favorites. So he was one of the stars on there, and still dabbles with it a little bit. So yeah, I was proud to have them all on the boat with me today. So good time.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
y'all.
Good times. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
All right.
man.
All right. All right, we ended up with 86 crappie, sakale, as they say.
Sakale.
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 They're
Okay.
there's some decent ones in there. We hit a lot of small, medium fish, but it was turned out pretty good little trip there. It started out real bad, slow, and we didn't really get on them good till about noon. Probably started hitting a few good spots. So, but anyway, it was a good time. I enjoyed y'all. Great
Man,
time.
it was a really outstanding afternoon. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the business,
All enjoyed it.
but now we just got to get them clean.